I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this. I'm about to make you trip, make you glitch, camera click, watch this, watch this. I put it like gold, check out the view. Out with the old, and in with the new. I'm in my new era. I'm better in my new era. I'm better in my new era.
Good evening, and the PWR is back. Trailfinders women host Gloucester Hartpury, where every point counts for the home side. An unbeaten pride, well, that's at stake for the injury-stricken reigning champs. With 2 rounds left to play and only 1 playoff place left, this whole weekend promises drama. Yes, welcome to the Sports Ground. What a gorgeous evening it is, and who better to share it with than 2014 World Cup champion with England, Kat Merchant.
So excited to be here.
I am. Well, and you know what? We've had 2 months off from the PWR. We've missed it.
Yep.
Let's just remind ourselves of the headlines. Gloucester Hartpury, Saracens and Exeter, they are all in to the semi-finals. That means there is 1 place left. Kat, who's going to get it?
Oh, well, it's Ealing's to lose. If they win tonight, they are through. So job is done. We don't need to have a look at anything else and get our calculators out. But that said, Quins do have Leicester next weekend. So that is potentially 5 points up for grabs in current form. So whatever happens tonight, Ealing need to really go for it and at least get a bonus point.
And you also have to remember, it is the big pink weekend. I've got my pink scrunchie under there across the PWR. Keep an eye out for that. We'll talk about more of that in half-time as well. But, Kat, this fixture, the home side, this is their big opportunity. Gloucester Hartpury haven't lost in the league since 2024. They've got injuries, they've got players leaving. This is surely Trailfinders' chance.
Yeah, this is Trailfinders' chance. And I think just looking at form, Meg Jones in the Six Nations was absolutely outstanding. I think she's going to carve up tonight. She's got the Gallaghers inside and outside of her. She'll be looking to utilise them as well. And really, Gloucester, the big thing there is, yes, they do have signings which are going elsewhere, but just for this game, the fact that they're missing Natasha Moe Hunt, the fact that they're missing Alex Matthews, 2 really key players who are leaders both on and off the pitch. So Ealing Trailfinders, this really is their opportunity tonight.
Yeah, if you don't know the news, both Natasha Hunt and Alex Matthews, they are out now for the rest of the season. So Gloucester Hartpury will have to do this without them if they are going to. You mentioned a Gallagher there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about one of them, Niamh Gallagher. She has been nominated as one of the breakthrough players of the PWR this season. What is it about her at fullback?
She's just got that confidence of a youngster coming through, taking everything in her stride, getting better and better. She's performing at club. She's got Ireland caps now as well at just 20 years old. And she really is an all-rounder. She's got the skill set. She's got the confidence at 15 to be the kicker as well off the tee and get some amazing kicks in from the sideline as well. So I think she's learning as she goes. I spoke to some of the coaches as well, and they said she's super coachable, which is exactly what you want from a youngster. So a great nominee.
And talking of nominees, we're going to talk to 2 of them shortly. We're going to hear from Gloucester Hartpury's Maud Muir and Emma Singh. Now, they have been nominated for players of the whole season in the PWR. What is it about that pair?
Oh, both of them are outstanding. I mean, Emma Singh, it's almost unfortunate for her she's English, because any other nation, she'd be starting fullback. She really would be. She's that good. It's just Ellie Kilden at the minute is keeping her out. But yeah, we talk about kicking accuracy. She's absolutely incredible. And then Maud Muir, she just scores tries from everywhere. So although she's prop, I think secretly she's maybe thinks she's a winger, because she runs them in from absolutely everywhere. Both really nice people, outstanding players, and fantastic nominees.
And when it comes to Gloucester Hartpury, if you haven't kept up with the news, I don't blame you, because there has just been so much of it. But just a reminder, it's been confirmed that Zoe Stratford, England World Cup winning captain, she's pregnant at the moment, but she is leaving for Sale, as is the Red Roses' Tatiana Hurd, and also Sarah Beckett as well, who's going to captain tonight. It's huge. Cecilia Tuipulotu, she's going to Harlequins.
Yeah, it's massive, and Gloucester will be thinking about next season. They will. When you hear about players going, they're such a tight-knit group. I saw an interview earlier in the week from Natasha Hunt, and she teared up at the thought of the guys leaving. But I tell you what, I think that will make them stronger in this finishing season, because they're going to want to do it for those girls, the girls that are leaving, because they've had such an amazing time together. And the way Mo said, it was the end of an era, so they're going to want to finish that on a high.
Well, it's Trailfinders who want to ruin that party tonight, don't they? Right, then we're going to hear from both directors of rugby. But first of all, we're going to hear from that Red Rose pairing from Gloucester Hartpury, Maud Muir and Emma Singh. Thank you so much for joining me, both of you. The important question, how good was the party in Bordeaux, and what can you tell us about the party itself?
It does feel quite a long time ago now.
It was 2 weeks.
I know, but bad memory. But no, it was really nice, just with family and friends, and then had a little boogie afterwards.
Sounds amazing. And Emma, for you were so much more involved in this Grand Slam campaign. How did it feel getting a bit more time on the ball?
Yeah, no, it was massive. I'm very grateful to be involved more and get some more opportunities. And yeah, no, just looking forward to now finishing the season with Gloucester and then hopefully getting back involved for WXV.
We'll go to WXV. We've got so much rugby to get before we get there, and most importantly, Gloucester Hartpury. The news has just come so thick and fast. I don't know how you guys have kept up. First of all, the 3 leaving players. How are you all feeling? I heard Natasha Hunt, we all did on her podcast, in tears. Are you all right?
Yeah, it is gutting. They're such big parts of this team, and we will greatly miss them for sure. But we definitely want to finish off on a high and definitely bring it home again. That'll be a sweet note to end on.
And just on that, Emma, we're not just talking about people leaving. Natasha Hunt, Alex Matthews, they are out for the rest of the season. How are you all coming together to sort of fill that leadership void?
I feel like we've still got massive characters within the group that are able to step up, and Sarah Beckett stepping up as captain now. And I think you just look at our strength and depth, and there's players that are able to step up into them positions and get opportunities now to show what they're capable of at the top level of this game.
And what's Sarah Beckett like as a captain? I hear she gives a good team talk.
Yeah, she's definitely a good talker. Definitely whips us into gear. But no, she is good.
Now, we all know what's at stake tonight. Trailfinders, if they win, they have got a spot in the playoffs. If you guys win, you're still on your unbeaten run. How are you all feeling about this? How important is that unbeaten record first, Emma?
I think it'd be lovely to stay unbeaten, but I think at the moment we're just taking one game as it comes. I think we've got two big games to get ourselves in the best position come the home semi-final, when no matter who we play, we're going to prepare and be at the best position we can be.
And Maud, how important is it to stop Trailfinders tonight? What have you really focused on?
We've mainly focused on ourselves, to be fair. I think everyone's the biggest challenge is for everyone to come as quickly as possible to get back together, because of obviously being in different environments. So I think it's whoever gels quickest in this week.
OK, I have bigged you up at the top of the show. You've both been nominated for PWR Player of the Season. First of all, how did you find out, Maud?
I think our manager just texted me, to be fair. Yeah, that was about it.
Happy about it?
Yeah, no, it is really cool to be nominated, but you don't get there if you don't have an amazing support system and team. So yeah, just really grateful.
And Emma, how did you find out, and who did you tell?
No, we just got a message from our team manager, and I didn't really tell anyone, really. It came out in on the thingy straight a couple of hours afterwards, so yeah, they found out through that. Didn't actually tell my mum, but no, I think the calibres of players in the league, it's just a privilege to be nominated and be one of the 4 that could get their hands on the prize.
Well, look, we wish you both the best tonight. Good luck. It's time for us to hear from the directors of rugby.
Thank you.
Barney Madison. Great news for Trailfinders fans. Kate Zachary, Captain America, she is back after fracturing her eye socket in March. How's she been looking in training?
No, she'd be good. It's a pretty unique one where it's a small just had to wait over a period of time for it to heal. So she's been able to keep ticking over from a fitness point of view, gym point of view and all that stuff. So yeah, she's just been waiting for the green light as such. But no, she's in a good place.
A good time to get her back. Sadly, you have lost a couple from the Six Nations. Lisa Thompson, Rachel Malcolm, both out for the rest of the season. However, you do have some people stepping up. Who's going to fill in those sort of leadership voids?
No, we've not had Lisa for most of the season. Obviously, Rachel's a massive miss for us. But again, we've got some real quality players coming into positions, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Niamh Gallagher has been nominated for the Breakthrough Player of the PWR season. Tell me, what have you made of her year?
Oh no, she's had a class year. She's obviously come through our pathway system at Brunel. She's been awesome for us all year, and again, obviously got a massive boot, and she's well deserved of her island cap. So yeah, just really looking forward to seeing her play.
Congratulations on your nomination as well. Before I let you go, though, everyone knows the maths tonight. Quite simply, if you win, you're in the playoffs. What has the messaging been to the team this week?
Yeah, again, it's one of them. It's you don't want to build it up too much, but we all understand the maths of it, and we understand the importance of it as well. So, yeah, it's a huge game for here at Trailfinders, and again, we're just really looking forward to it.
Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Dan Murphy, there is so much going on at Gloucester Hartpury right now. I don't know where to start. So let's go with Sarah Beckett, has been named as captain tonight. Talk us through, is she getting the nod just for tonight, or is this the rest of the season?
No, so Sarah's going to... we've been so lucky for so long to have so many natural leaders within the squad. You've got Sam Monaghan in there, Hannah Dalla Valle. They've all captained their countries. Zoe and Mo that have been the club captains for so long. Kate Williams, our club captain, Wales' captain now as well. But Bex has been part of that, and for such a long time. I don't know if anyone saw the pre-match chat she did before the final last year. That's why we've gone with her for the rest of the year to continue this and take us where we want to go.
If anyone hasn't followed Gloucester Hartpury over the last few weeks, I mean, the news has come thick and fast. First of all, the trio that are leaving. How far in advance have you known this news, and how has the team reacted?
Yeah, it's been something we've been known for a while, and yes, it's sad to see such influential players that have been in the club for so long and have done so much and been here. But we wish them all the best and completely understand the reasons why they're going. And like I said during the week, it is elite sport. These things happen, but we've got some great players coming through in our pathway, and you'll see some of them tonight and definitely over the next few weeks.
Exciting to find out more. You've had lots of news, including that Emma Singh, Maudmuir, nominated for PWR Players of the Season. Why have they been so important to you?
Maud's been brilliant this year. I said it during the week, she's been a set-piece specialist for such a long time, but what she's added to her game this year is her explosive physicality around the field, moving the ball, her dynamism, and she's a huge character off the field as well. Her and Mac are brilliant together. They're such a great couple, sort of team couple going through, and Singh's been brilliant as well. Her goal kicking and backfield coverage speaks for itself, but her decision making at the line, putting attackers away in small spaces has really grown this year.
And just lastly, everyone knows what's at stake today. You have been on a winning run in the PWR since November 2024. You haven't lost a game in the league for that long. Meanwhile, Trailfinders, they know a win tonight. They're in the playoffs. How are you going to get them?
Yeah, every time we've played Trailfinders, especially at Kingsend, it's been an 80-minute game. We expect the same again tonight. It's a beautiful evening. Two teams that want to run the ball around and play. And it's a battle about how quickly we can get back. Everyone's been away for so long, for 6, 7, 8 weeks. There's going to be some mistakes this evening, some exciting rugby, and hopefully we come out on top.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Kickoff is not that far away from here at the sports ground. I can tell you it's been quite mild in southwest London throughout the day, but in the last few hours it really has started to warm up all over again. Hats, sun cream, all very important for the crowd who have crammed in here for this all-important fixture. Right, let's take a look at the home side first of all. Barney Madison, he's actually made 4 changes and 4 positional switches to the side that beat Loughborough back at the end of March. In the forwards, it is the return of Kate Zachary to captain the team wearing 7, while Hayley Head, she moves to join her in the back row. In the backs, Belgium's Ella Amory. She is in to start at scrum half as Caris Cox and Grace White swap wings. And continuing in the 13 shirt, Meg Jones, fresh from leading England to their Six Nations Grand Slam success. Hopefully she's a little less shattered right now. Right then, we'll move on now to Dan Murphy's Gloucester Hartpury setup. 8 changes, 3 positional switches to their side that beat Leicester back in round 16. Of note in the forwards, a first appearance for the Circus this season for England prop Mackenzie Carlson. She returned from injury in the Women's Six Nations. This is her first appearance in club colours for 14 months. Sarah Beckett skippers from the second row. And in the backs, another returnee from injury in the form of centre Jade Shekels at 12. As Wales fly half, Flaky George, she returns at 10, having had a run out at 12 against the Tigers. Right then, the teams are out onto the pitch. The pyrotechnics have gone off. Kat, have to ask you, of all of those matchups, who is it you are most excited about seeing go head to head?
Oh, well, Meg Jones is absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of her, so I love seeing her carve up, but I know that Hannah Dalla Valle is going to have words to say about it because she's a big attacking player as well. So yeah, head to head, let's look at the 13s.
Okay, this is exciting times. You can see Meg Jones, she's getting ready with the ball at the moment. Our referee today is Hamish Grant. He's getting ready to get things underway here in southwest London. What a weekend this PWR round 17 promises to be. There is only one playoff place left up for grabs. This is Trailfinders against Gloucester Hartpury, and of course every point counts for the home side. Muir on the ball. Gloucester Hartpury wearing, of course, their purple kit. Trailfinders in green. Looking for an exit at the moment, the visitors. Singh very flat to the line. Shekels to Venner. Fresh from England duty, trying to take her chances when she gets them. Pressure on Niamh Gallagher here. She goes on an amazing run inside of her own 22. Good support coming in. Released ball there by Amory. Warning comes in from Hamish Grant as the ball eventually is released towards the near side of the field of play, and after early pressure, Trailfinders survive.
Absolutely. I mean, you're talking about matchups, and I know they're not directly opposite each other, but Mia Venner is absolutely rapid, and we've spoken about how brilliant Niamh Gallagher is as well, and we saw our first little insight of like that race to get back to the ball there.
Wales hooker Kelsey Jones steps up first line out of the fixture, taken by her Wales teammate Lewis, and then George. All the Welsh players getting involved as Shekels goes into heavy contact there very early. Blackburn manages to find Muir. Blackburn there wearing the black scrum cap this evening. That is going to get sweaty, is all I'm going to say. It is warm, and a big early penalty here. Trailfinders with the opportunity early on from a mistake at the breakdown.
Yeah, a good defensive strategy there to get in and target the breakdowns, especially as this Gloucester side do have a big back with heavy runners coming into traffic, but it was Meg Jones who went in there and got that turnover.
Meg Jones heavily involved early on as the ball just gets cleared by Trailfinders down the far side, and they get their first line out of the match just outside of that Gloucester Hartpury 22. Ponsonby manages to find Wassell in the air. Heavy run through there by the Canadian Claire Gallagher. Remember, the two Gallaghers, they are not related, unlike the Gallagher brothers of Oasis, of course. One for you, perhaps, if you're around my age. Right then, ball comes down the line. Here comes Jones. Passes out towards that far side wing. Taken there by White. She drives on. Nice positioning here. Burton. Still a long way to go, but that's an important advantage for the home side. Little snipe round the corner. Nicely done there by Amory. But they will come back, and they've got that penalty in their back pocket.
Yeah, I like that from Amory. Really good decision making just to go through, ask those questions because they knew they were coming back for the advantage. But great start from Trailfinders, really aggressive right from that turnover. And then the big carries into contact as well, doing really well not to get held up there. Support players making sure she went to ground.
Trailfinders not in a rush here. They know the position that they have here. They know how important this is. Down in that corner, Ponsonby goes high towards the middle, finds her New Zealand teammate in Borland. And here comes the heave from the crowd. It's at the back there somewhere. They add a bit of ballast to it. That's moving for the Trailfinders. Surely it's over, and it's the home side that scores early. Trailfinders on the scoreboard, and every point matters. If they win this match, they are into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic start from them, and they've just really come out the blocks firing for that one. We've spoken about the Gloucester pack and how strong it is, but Ealing Trailfinders here looking like a training park move. They're just getting so tight into that. I don't think anything was stopping them. Gloucester really trying to push them towards that touchline to get them out, but they couldn't quite defend it. Great score.
Well, it was Ponsonby that went over for that one, as we wait now for Niamh Gallagher. She's a 67% kicker, but this is a long way out. Gallagher with her right boot. She's got a lovely bit of distance on that one, and it's just gone over the crossbar. That's what Trailfinders need tonight.
Absolutely. We spoke about her in the build-up to this game just before, saying how she slots them from the sideline on the touch, and she absolutely nailed that one. But I tell you what, to take the lead 7 points this early, absolutely brilliant. So thanks to the hard work of the pack there for getting them there, but for Neve for slotting it. Not an easy kick to get the full 7.
Well, remember, Gloucester Hartpury, they have fought back in matches before. They really have, as we just see Jones there, calm-haired with the clearance towards the far side of the field. And we're going to talk a lot about Meg Jones tonight. There's no two ways about it, just how integral she is, not just obviously to the Red Roses having captained them, but to this Trailfinder side.
Just every time she puts her rugby boots on, she does something next level. You know, you could sit back a little bit, settle into club. No, not Meg. Straight away, those big collisions, straight over it, gets the turnover, lovely kick to touch. She's just such a world-class player.
Well, Shekels couldn't quite hold on to that one. Ball was forward anyway. And we get a first look at a scrum here. And, you know, Gloucester Hartpury, they have had the trip. We know they've come down the M4. They've been on an air-conditioned coach, but at the same time, they might just be taking a while to settle.
Well, yeah, especially as there's been that break over the Six Nations as well. Maud said it before, it's going to be about which team can settle into it quicker, because training's one thing, but actual game pace and you know, having defence flying up at you is a very different matter.
Okay, both sides packing down. First time. Leatherhead, Ponsonby, Montiel going up against Carson, Jones and Muir.
Bind. Set.
Ball is in from Amory, and that is a big shove. We know how good this Gloucester Hartpury scrum is. Oh, it's phenomenal. First scrum, first penalty, and that is something they can hang their hat on, not just tonight, but in the whole season.
Oh, absolutely. They are absolutely known for how strong they are. They'll be annoyed that they've been scored against at the start, but that pack is just so strong to be able to turn over a scrum like that with so much power into it. So, yeah, Muir, Jones and Carson can take a bow on that one.
Yeah, just remember, this is the first time Gloucester Hartpury fans have got to see Mackenzie Carson playing in club colours this season. 14 months they have missed it. Yes, she came back when it was England Women's Six Nations campaign, but she has missed the season so far. What a time to come back. Lewis got that one from the line out. Crabbing slightly, but it's a diagonal. A little bit of afters there. And there's the warning. Blackburn breaks away. Shekels takes the ball. She's on her own. Bit of support comes in from Dalla Valle. Blackburn arrives. George, round her ankles, looking for work as we see Pritchard coming off her wing. And they've recycled this so well. Oh, nice from Lewis. Out to Singh. Just needs to touch down. That was so nicely worked. As soon as Trailfinders get ahead, it's Gloucester who strike back.
Yeah, really nice, because they realised the driving maul wasn't going to go all of the way, so they did get told that it'd been stopped once. So Bianca Blackburn using all of her experience to launch that ball out, and then the handling skills as well. It was Maud Muir we're talking about how great she is, just into a back line, doing the hands as well to get the ball wide. Yeah, forwards linking up with backs, and it Singh's the one that goes over, but that's gone from one side of the pitch right to the other with really great link play.
Emma Singh just dragged that one slightly to the left-hand side. So it is Trailfinders who hold on to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with that, because she can normally take those. I almost thought about going, well, this is an easy one for her, but didn't want the commentator's curse. But yeah, loving this try, moving it wide. Also, as a former winger, I enjoy talking about these tries a lot more than rolling more ones. So thank you, Gloucester.
Oh, a little bit of a contact in the air there. Run lands down nice and safely there, and a tap back ball. Referee says play on. Ball comes away. Heavy work going in there by Mackenzie Carson. She played an absolute blinder against France. Looking to pick up exactly where she's left off. Ball comes away through Amory. Support is in there as well. Forwards arriving. Jones offering herself, looking to switch play back in the previous direction. She had support not too far away in Emma Uren, not interested in using her just yet. A bit of confusion in the midfield there. Referee happy there wasn't any crossing. Amory again. Ball gets pushed right out towards the far side wing. Waiting and hanging out there was Zachary. Back inside, this time running onto the ball goes Borland. Oh, nice snipe round the corner there by Amory. She's made a good couple of metres. Has she kept the ball?
Still got advantage for offside?
Yes, advantage also to the home side.
Amory's smart there. That's the second time she's done it when they've had the advantage. She's gone through that breakdown, clearly done her homework, spotted that potentially Gloucester leave a little bit of a gap in that breakdown, so that's twice she's gone through.
Just watching that come back
There
one
she goes.
time.
And it's the dummy as well, and she's got two hands on it, looking to offloads, decide actually the risk is probably too high, so does take it to ground, knowing they can come back for the advantage.
Once again, Meg Jones just setting up once again that Trailfinders line out. Bit of a long way out to have a more, but they could go for a trundle.
Yeah, I think that's quite far, isn't it, from the 22-metre line. But I mean, they'll be confident from their last outing.
Ponsonby assessing her options. Once again, she opts to go to the Scotswoman Wassel. Gallagher finds Zachary. Nice work on her shoulder there by Head. Fresh from making her debut for the Red Roses in the Six Nations. Nice run, Borland there. Here comes Burton. 8 on her back. Of course, she's been dabbling in the second row for her country. Gloucester Hartpury will be happy with that choke tackle. They were looking to hold that up, but no advantage coming. Frustration there. Nice idea, but too late.
Yeah, Gloucester just giving a few penalties away here. So contact in the air being the call there. But interestingly, out on this left-hand side, close to where we are, they're really calling for that crossfield over the top. So that's something possibly they'll be looking out for with Neve, Gallagher and White out wide.
Yeah, she's taking the arm. That's what's compromised the shot. I get that. We make it really clear.
Well, you might have just heard a little bit there of Sarah Beckett in the ear of our referee Hamish Grant. Don't forget, Sarah Beckett has been given the captaincy now for Gloucester Hartpury. They go tight towards the front there, and they've scored from here once. Can they do it again? Gloucester Hartpury will be alive to this threat. They're right stuck down there with the setting sun behind them. They break out. And they're once again, Gloucester trying to go for that choke tackle. Somehow Trailfinders have got out of that. Ball is down on the ground, and they're going to keep this tight. They want some of the big girls to come and offer themselves. That one's not over. Pick, go, round the corner. Still not there. Oh, they're just edging ever so slightly. Not interested at all in the backs getting a look at this whatsoever. Pick and go again. That one looks like the body position is in the wrong direction. They're going to come back. That is superb defence by Gloucester.
Yeah, fantastic defence from them. They're making that so difficult. Ealing were actually going backwards with their picks. They were going for the line and actually getting pushed back. So such a difficult area to attack when the defence is as strong as that Gloucester pack is. Really giving everything in that try line defence. See, you're just edging them back, even if it's a couple of inches. It's just getting them further away.
I appreciate all very different things, but there's quite a few penalties down here. Okay, let's just start cleaning up now. Offside, yeah. She knocked it on, the girl's right, but she's set up. She's still in front of the post. I can't help her.
Okay, so that was a warning going to Sarah Beckett for Gloucester Hartpury about the number of penalties.
What are we doing? Time back on.
Okay, tap and go. Ponsonby goes straight away, not interested in hanging around. Oh, is that over and held up? Yes. And I think that waiting there sort of just to receive the ball and roll back over the line. Really good work. I think it was Steph Elson there. Sam Monaghan as well. Really good stuff.
Yeah, it's really rare that you're able to tap and to go unless you really catch them unawares. But Gloucester were waiting for them there. They do get to receive this kick, but
there's also Beth Lewis in there as well. Here comes Burton from the restart.
She's the wrong side.
Ponsonby. Through the middle this time goes Uren.
Release! Good work.
Covered by Amory. Ponsonby again, Gallagher. She's got White on her left-hand shoulder if she wants her. Just being careful that she doesn't get thrown in. Nice work by White, off a wing, helping out her fellow wing. Big tackles coming in. Gallagher. Good support there. Coming through the Canadian hands of Montiel. Niamh Gallagher this time. Popped off ball to Jones. That was a nice cheat line, but well read again by the Gloucester defenders, who put together a reception committee. Forward though by the Trailfinders and cleared by Singh. Foot race is on. Streaking away, trying to get to the ball. Who wins the race? Flying back there manages to be Grace White, but big penalty, holding. And it's Gloucester Hartpury from the Emma Singh kick and the hard work of the chasers that gets their reward.
How good was that from Emma Singh? Noticed that it was turnover. The back three were going to be all up in attack from the Trailfinders, so to put it over and go for foot race, that's the best case scenario for Gloucester, to get the penalty and go across. But either way, Ealing were going to be in a tremendous amount of pressure with the chase that they put on that. So here's just the fumble there. And you can just see the quick reaction. Singh just doesn't even think about it. Boot to ball, gets it long. Great chase in here. Look how fast Grace Weiss is coming in from that right wing as well. She's there for cover.
You love that, don't you, as a wing cat? You're watching it straight away.
Can have wing chat all day. But yeah, I spotted Grace and I was like, she's going back real smart to get there. But yeah, Gloucester did so well to get that pressure on and force that holding on turnover.
Was a little bit of a break in play here, just a little bit of running repairs. Emma Singh there on your screen. We've already mentioned a number of times now that her and of course Maudmuir nominated for PWR Player of the Season. The other two nominees, Liv Apps of Saracens and Claudia Pena of Harlequins. You've watched a lot of PWR this season, Kat. What do you think of the four nominees?
Oh, I think brilliant. I think they all bring different things as well. Liv Apps, big fan of hers. Pena, just so skillful as well. All great contenders.
Going to be absolutely fascinating. We've also got DOR of the season, also England player. We'll run through them all as the game goes on, but we're back underway. Taken cleanly in the air by Else. And here come Gloucester Hartpury, trailing at the moment by 2 points. But they're back at the right end of the field. Waiting at the back there, directing traffic is Blackburn. Is that enough to get that round the corner? Yes, it is. Try given. And the reigning champions, they are back in front.
That all comes from the Gloucester defence. That defence on their try line, their ability to keep Ealing Trailfinders out and then to come all the way back down the end of the pitch to get a score. Great credit to them.
Well, it's Kelsey Jones who's coming back with the ball there. So two hookers now. They've both gone over for a score apiece. And it's time for Gloucester Hartpury to show they can do exactly what Trailfinders can do.
Yeah, throwing it all the way to the back and they get in really nice and quickly. Does look like it's getting caught a tiny bit in there, but then they just keep it moving whole way. You could hear them on the ref's mic as well saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. They knew they had it and then timed as they peel off round to the side with Jones.
No cigar yet tonight for Singh, so it remains a 3-point game. And of course, there will be Sale fans, Harlequins fans, and dare I say it, Loughborough fans watching tonight, and they will be big Gloucester Hartpury fans.
Yes, they will be tonight, for sure.
If you're not following this, of course, if the table is so tight that if Trailfinders don't come away with any points tonight, I'm not going to get into 1 and 2 point permutations at the moment because it's too complicated. But basically, if Trailfinders don't get the win tonight, it is still going to be a long way to go in rounds 17 and 18 to decide the final playoff spot. Right then, ball comes away this time, goes through the hands there of Amory again. It's so physical out there, and I can't tell you, it's still so warm this evening. I know they will have been training in the heat this week, but of course this is also an artificial pitch as well, which will be warming things up further. Gallagher to Gallagher. taken around the ankles there. Knock on in the end, and we'll restart with a scrum.
Yeah, frustrating knock on for sure, given how dominant what Gloucester were in that first scrum, forcing the turnover penalty. So Ailing really want to keep hold of the ball when they have it. You can just see she had it and then just fumbles it. You can hear him saying same again, like to that front row by name.
If you don't know the Gloucester Hartpury scrum stats this season, they have won 49 scrum penalties across the season. Maud Muir is the most successful scrummager of the whole of PWR. She's been in that scrum 31 times when they've won a penalty. That's gone down. Referee just wants it used. Flaky George. Shekels. Oh, beautiful read by Amory. Oh, she got that pass away. Who knows? But they still got the ball. Meg Jones on Mia Venner.
No, 12.
Ball does come away. Forward this time through Wassell.
Backwards.
Calm heads. Shuffle of the ball there through Uren. Amory again. Screaming for the ball is Meg Jones, just hanging out there slightly behind so she can really scan the horizon before she makes her move. Just taken there in the air by Ponsonby. Amory, she thinks she can see a bit of space in the backfield. It's been gathered in the end by Pritchard. Trying to hand off Trailfinders players. She's well caught there. Blackburn gives it to Muir. Blackburn again. George. Shekels. She's got Dalla outside her. Juggles with it. Referee's happy. Beckett just shoving people out of the way. Muir. Oh, she has done that all season for club and country. Get out my way. Singh. Venner. Here she goes, pins her ears back, Zachary chasing her, can't catch her, what a run by Mia Venner, still going and scoring as well. Stunning, gas.
That was such a beautiful try. To think that was all the way back from their 22 when they first got kicked to just keep their composure, keep it going, and great hands in there. And what you cannot do from a trailing perspective is turn in. Grace got caught going up and inside, and that meant that flat pass to Venner meant she's away. You cannot give her any space. She doesn't need much. They've gone in, they've not gone for the drift, and then Mia Venner, great ball transfer there. She had it in the left hand, moves it to the right in case she needed a handoff. Actually, she's so quick, she didn't need it, and gets that finish. Lovely finish from her.
That was Mia Venner's 12th try in this PWR campaign. Emma Singh just not got the kicking boots yet so far this evening. So it remains Trailfinders 7, Gloucester Hartpury 15. But it is worth saying, as Mia Venner goes over for her 12th, she's now equal with May Campbell on number of tries.
Oh, she's just such a dangerous player, and you can just see all she needs. I mean, she's from deep into her own half, from inside the 10, and just absolutely gas around the outside.
Backwards off green, backwards off pink.
Well, these restarts, a bit of a tussle. Beckett, of course, one of the players we've been talking about, going up to Sale, joining her brother, who's coaching up there. Miscommunication. But it's an offside there. The warning goes against Haiti Head.
Yeah, I think both sides just need to take that extra step in defence, because there's been a couple of offsides there, a few against Gloucester early on, and then Trailfinders giving theirs away as well, and you don't need that really. Just take half a step back. You can then put more pace on it as well.
And that ball nicely out down the right-hand side of the field for Gloucester Hartpury, who... They've been in some real games this season. Although they're unbeaten, they have had times where they've been down, where they've fought back. And it's really interesting speaking to Dan Murphy in the build-up to this, is they always say they feel like they're in control, and you can feel that.
Yep, they play like they look like they're in control. Ealing came out, all guns blazing, scored really early, but just it doesn't faze Gloucester. They're not worried.
Slight malfunction there at the line-out for the visitors as the ball comes away through Jones, finds Gallagher out there in that shady patch out on the right. Big run now for the Trailfinders. Coming through Karis Cox. White has been out screaming for it, but there's been time enough there for Gloucester to rearrange themselves. Burton there just couldn't quite take the ball. It wasn't the greatest pass, and they'll come back.
No, that was one at her toes. You're never going to take those running at full pelt. So just a bit of a soft hand to go across. But Gloucester, again, discipline.
I'll try where I can.
Penalty against them. So Ealing do now able to come in. So hands in the ruck, the call there from the ruck. And you've got to imagine they're going to kick for touch.
Just watching the replay there. Well, Jones clears there into the crowd. Someone's going to go and gather the ball in the car park as Jones makes her way back. I mean, just talk about the impact of Meg Jones there.
Oh, she's just everything she does. She was running. I know she's taking the kick on the restart, but she's there about 10 metres before anybody else. She's feisty, getting up there, really leading the side.
Borland has the ball, comes back down. They're not going to try and maul it from that far out again.
The ball is there, don't push it into her.
Waiting for it there is Leatherman. She drives on. This time Hayley Head. Driving forward. Zachary screaming for it. Had to miss out on that Pacific 4 series because of her injury. Coming forward this time through Alana Borland. She's such a big tackler, but a threat in attack as well. And all of a sudden, Trailfinders, they need to find that go forward. Slightly lateral, slightly backwards. That won't be good enough for them.
No four.
Backs aren't really calling for it just yet. They're happy for the forwards just to keep rucking and rolling for now. Zachary again. Support there from Burton. Head there as well. They switch direction. Jones, little bit of a step. They know how threatening she can be. 3 metres left to go for the Trailfinders to get another try. Ponsonby now driving forwards. Have they stopped her? Is she over? Held up.
Held up.
Twice held up for Ealing. They've got to be so gutted with that, but credit to Gloucester that their try line defence, I think, is second to none. So you can see this is the carry from Meg out wide. She's dummy in, she's working hard. I mean, she gets within inches of the try line as well.
And there we go, just see that little hold up over the line as well. Little bit of running repairs still going on the field there. Hayley Head just receiving a little bit of treatment.
Yeah, go for it.
Just a reminder that if Trailfinders do come back and do take this, that is the playoff spots decided. There can be a shuffling round of positions, which is still very much important to all sides involved. But I think a lot of fans of PWR would like to see this go down to the wire. I could be wrong. So don't forget, coming up on Saturday, it's Bristol against Exeter. You've got Harlequins against Leicester. And then on Sunday, Loughborough against Saracens. We're all getting ready for those ones. Of those other fixtures, Kat, what tickles your fancy?
I want to see what Exeter are doing. I want to see what they're going to bring to the party, knowing that they're already through. I think that's going to be a good game. And obviously Quins are going to want to come at that. Regardless of what happens tonight, they're going to want to try and go for 4 points with that one.
Hayley Head, they're still receiving some treatment. No one will be wanting to use their subs just yet. They are below us here in our commentary position. I can't see anyone directly warming up, so they'll be hopeful that she's back on her feet and ready to go if she can do. Reminder that Head, of course, she got her first England cap during that Women's Six Nations campaign. She got to make her debut against Italy. And all the chat, of course, was how many countries she actually qualifies for, Kat. It's now England that have captured her.
Yeah, get them early when you know they could better when they could choose someone else. So, yeah, good shout.
We do love the Hayley Head story. Of course, she was over in Australia just wasn't working out for her there. She wrote a letter and said, can I come and have a go over here? And Trailfinders was like, yeah, come on over, and look where she is now. We do feel that the PWR and the Red Roses gain is a huge loss, particularly for Australia, although she does qualify for 3 other countries as well. Right then.
Everybody's off. Time back on.
Goal line drop.
Out.
George. Canadian international Claire Gallagher feeds England international Abby Burton. Huge tackle on her, double tackle. Real thrust of it at the end there by Burton as Uren has the ball. Head cuts back inside. Amory manages to find Borland. Some of the New Zealand players haven't come back into the league. Borland here for the whole campaign, and yeah, great turnover. Run forward this time by Carson.
Inside.
George. Gallagher. Has Gallagher on her shoulder. Runs straight there into the purple shirts. Leatherman there. And look at that penalty. It is a little bit, sometimes when you watch Gloucester Hartpury, like watching a machine function.
It really was. You had the Beckett turnover just a few phases before that, and then in that one as well, it was Maud getting her hands to it, but you cannot go in isolated. You could just tell there was a slight hesitation before carrying in, and you had the players outside her shouting carry, but if you're shouting for her to carry, you've got to bust a gut to get in there. You have to support, because Gloucester are in just so quickly there. You can see she was going to pass, got told to carry, and then his hands in really quickly on that ball. Great steal.
This is a Gloucester Hartpury side that is operating without Natasha Hunt, without Alex Matthews. No Zoe Stratford, who's out pregnant. No Natasha Hurd. Sorry, Tatiana Hurd. Mixing up my players there.
Yeah.
Nell Metcalf as well. So many names. The ball comes in. Monaghan takes. Sam Monaghan freshly announced this week that she has re-signed for the Circus. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, good.
Our policewoman, Bianca Blackburn, gets us back underway.
Tackle!
Slow ball coming. George thinks she can see something here, wants to feed Venner. Oh, such a good take. She just gets a touch off the boot there of Gallagher. And that line out is still going to be Gloucester Hartpury's, because it was Gallagher's boot that ended it coming out of the play.
Yeah, I think why not? When you've got a finisher like Venner, just get her the ball. So if you can't get it, but not saying they can't get it past into her, but they thought like the option wasn't on, so that kick over is enough to get on her, and that's enough to beat the first player with the pace. Right decision to kick it, I think, because defence was coming across. Gallagher would have probably got her into touch, just needed to go slightly more infield with it. Oh no, in fairness, that was quite infield. It just the way it hit the boot.
I'm shouting at her, not you. You're okay. 9, just make sure you're 10. Thank you.
Okay, Bianca Blackburn getting out of the way.
I like that. I'm shouting at her, not you. Yeah.
Oh, nice take by Monaghan.
Defender once.
Blackburn, George, Shekels goes on her own. Beckett almost accidentally there, happy to support. Through the middle of the field, Venner, she's come off a wing to take this, pushes out towards the far side. Blackburn again, Kelsey Jones. Still driven ball, taken forward this time through Muir, who at close quarters still gets over the gain line. I can't tell you how impressive her physicality is. Shekels, nice touch of the ball there, taken in the end by Lewis.
Good work.
George, big pass out wide. What can Venner do in this tight spot? Just slows down, reassesses her options. Knows she has to go in. Get involved, get dirty. This time driven on by Else. Kelsey Jones pops off the ball, taken forward now by Carson. Nice loop play, they're keeping it moving. Oh, Dalla Valle, not quite taken. Opportunity for Trailfinders. Hacked on once again. Shekels is chasing, but leading the charge. Here comes Grace White. Right, they've secured the ball. They now need to shift it. Coming on now is Cox. Gallagher. All that pressure from Gloucester Hartpury. What can they turn it into here, the Trailfinders? Ponsonby. Shekels holding on to her leg there. She's not happy.
Go back to her feet.
Gloucester Hartpury playing with 14 women at the moment. Shekels still down.
Back foot.
How many times have the Trailfinders been hit? They've been held up twice. They need calm heads. Advantage now also to the Trailfinders. Pick and go, round the corner. Patience. Gloucester Hartpury have defended like this. Just as the back swing round. The miss pass to Gallagher. Has she got enough space? She knows she needs to stop before she gets to the whitewash. It is still Trailfinders' ball. Held up again.
When you're playing with advantage and you've been held up twice, you've got to move it. It's just, I don't think that was the smartest of play to go for that in close. So,
I can only shout once. I can't keep shouting every time. Offside.
yeah, you can see as they go across, it was a great decision to try and get it wide initially. This was the chase here from Cox. Great boot to ball. Excellent chase as well to get there. I didn't know if she was going to kick this one or dive on it. She goes for the dive, and then great support play there to make sure they kept it. And discussions now over what they do.
Okay, you're not missing any rugby because there's still Jade Shekels receiving treatment. Now, she has only just come back from injury, so they'll really be taking their time with her just to check that she's okay. She wasn't included initially in the start of the Red Roses setup for the Six Nations. She was in the full squad towards the end. This is how she got injured.
So defensively
you can see it's
coming
Ponsonby
across.
there.
Yeah, I think Shekels comes across
It's just a
in
near
the tackle.
ankle.
Yeah, she doesn't look too worried.
Might just be being extra cautious with her. I can tell you that Molly Bunker does have her training top off in the technical area. She's just hitting a few tackle pads, so if she is required, Molly Bunker is available. She's only 20 years old in her second season with Gloucester Hartpury. She's an England age grade player, but we're just keeping a close eye here on what Shekels has done. Okay, it looks like Shekels is coming off the field. Molly Bunker is coming on, so there will be a bit of a rearrange possibly there in the backfield, and we'll keep a close eye on what that looks like as they settle down. Molly Bunker does play at centre, and here we go, already back underway with the Trailfinders, desperate to finally get over the line. Burton. Amory. Still not over. This is incredible defence from Gloucester. Absolutely stunning. But then it does finally release. Trailfinders, after all that huff and puff, get their try. And finally, a second set of points on the board.
Yeah, they're going to be really happy with that one because they've been in that position 3 times now, ended up getting held up. Leverman the one to be the player to get it down over the line finally. You could feel it coming. And I think with this one, the difference was gets nice and low, just comes slightly wider around it. I think they were trying to go straight through and Gloucester were able to get under it, but I think her angle there just going slightly to the right of that guard position on the breakdown.
There's Leatherman just waiting now for Gallagher to line up this kick. She slotted her first of the evening. Ready now for number 2. That one just to the left-hand side. So it remains a 3-point game here at the sports ground. And we're getting close to half-time here. That will give so much opportunity and fight, and that's what the Trailfinders need here. They're going to have to scrap for this.
Yeah, they definitely need to scrap for it, and regardless of whether they win this game or not, they need to get bonus points. So whether that's within 7 or whether that's getting 4 tries, they have to come away with something from this game.
We just saw there from Netherman, the sun is setting towards the left-hand side of your screen, and when anything goes down that end of the field, anyone looking in that direction can hardly see a thing, Kat and I included.
I think that might have been part of the problem with the kick, actually, because I think it was an easier kick for her, but because it was straight into the sun, she might have not been as easy.
Turnover ball from a mistake here for Gloucester Hartpury. Mia Venner just slowly going down to ground, waiting for the support. Onto the field, bunker into the action. Blackburn, George.
No, too long. Thank you, Abby.
Just switch of direction. Bit of a spill there.
Bounce forward. So forwards off the hand, then bounce backwards.
Frustration there then for the visitors, but an opportunity here. But the biggest issue, if you win a scrum here, it's a Gloucester Hartpury scrum, and they're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that's the problem. They had a scrum penalty against, but the last scrum was better. Although it went down, it didn't go down illegally, so it was able to go on. So this is the pressure, though, of the defence flying up, getting in their eye line, forcing them to double think about should they give the pass or not. So good defence in there.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Ball is in from Amory. The big push comes from Gloucester, who have gone down to ground. It's a penalty for the Trailfinders, and that is a feather in the cap of the pack.
Yeah, they've got to be happy with that, with Gloucester pack being just so strong and dominant. But far side been done there for taking it down. And they can breathe a sigh of relief there, because you've got to say, if Gloucester scored this close to this half, Ealing go in with heads down a little bit. Otherwise, if they keep the score as is, they'd be pretty happy with that, I think.
Just give me the picture, Chip. Come to me, on the edge.
Jones just sending the ball there, very close to our commentary position. I thought you were going to have to catch that one, Kat.
I was backing away. I was leaving you to it. You can have that one.
Thank
you. So here's the scrum. And it's whose elbow goes down first is normally what referees look for. So deemed that it was Gloucester that turned that.
Georgia Ponsonby, world champion with New Zealand back in 2022, finds Burton in the air. She jumps up. Zachary. Popped away ball. Ponsonby already involved. Look how hard she's worked to get round there into that backfield. Gallagher pushing out towards that wing once again. Back inside they go. Just know they've got to use the pack once again. But that's been a strip. It's loose on the floor.
No, out.
Not sure if Gloucester Hartpury got away with one there in the end, if it did go forward off their hand.
I think they did, yeah. I think the initial rip from Maud was fine, but then the resultant pass off it was a knock-on.
George just gets caught there. Gallagher.
Miss the ball.
Amory, she thinks she can see a little bit of space back there. Gathered in the end by Pritchard, who feeds Singh. Nice little hitch kick there. Here comes Pritchard. Dance into the defence. Meg Jones trying to go straight over the top, stealing the ball. Not going to be on this occasion. Blackburn. George manages to feed through the middle of the field. What a steal, though. Stunning stuff.
No hands now.
Finally comes away through Zachary. Happy to put boot to ball. Forcing Emma Singh there just a turn, but they'll come back. And the warning goes against Gloucester Hartpury as Trailfinders get the penalty.
Yeah, that was a brilliant steal, wasn't it? From Abby Burton, just read that defence so well. Comes in, gets the rip on the double tackle with Zachary.
Well, we're closing in on half-time, and the players out there, I can't stress enough, it is still so warm here. And particularly in the areas of the pitch where the sun is still hitting it, it will be even warmer with this pitch just soaking up the heat and holding it. Right, ball goes out of play on the far side, and this will be our final play before half-time.
Both teams looking pretty composed with it, though. They both, I think, feeling like they're in control of this, but aiding Trailfinders with the ball. So one last time, right on the halfway line. See what they've got up their sleeves.
Tight towards the front. Wassel. Zachary. Oh, she's well read there by Monaghan. Ireland on America. Jones. Popped away ball. Nice run round there. Big pass out wide. White does so well with her boot there to hold on to that, to keep that a Trailfinders ball. But over the top of that goes Mia Venner, and she's off. Almost didn't realise that she could have gone. Beckett. Scrap continues on the floor. It's a Trailfinders penalty. Beckett holding, and still the half continues.
Both teams being a little bit guilty of going in isolated there. I think it was the right decision to try and get that ball floated over to White, because the Gloucester defence had got too tight. They'd come inward, so it was on, but ball didn't quite go to hand. She gets boot to it. But both sides not happy to go into this half just with as is. They both want to get that score.
It is, yeah.
Right, this was
this
the penalty.
Venner.
You just think Venner thought she couldn't go.
Well, I think she tapped it and went, and then didn't know if she had tapped it or not, but realised as well she was on her own, so it would have got turned over. So I think she was looking for her teammates to be like, come on, I've gone quickly, you've got to get with me.
Okay, here we go. Can the Trailfinders take the lead? They've got another penalty advantage.
On the floor.
They swing the direction towards this tight side. Ponsonby is there. She knows she's on her own. Support arrives from White. Head over the top as well. Amory passes the ball to Gallagher. Jones, cross-field kick. Can Cox get it? Yes, she can. Cuts back inside. Still a long way here to go. Needs to get to ground. They managed to do it.
That's okay. Ball's clearly exposed. We come back.
Now, there's been a lot of penalties here against Gloucester Hartpury.
Number 7 was lying on the floor. The whole ball went over the top of her. Must be on our feet.
Yeah, there has been quite a few in a row now. Zachary is coming over now, potentially asking how long, how many, sir.
Let me speak to them first, Kate.
There you go, Kate did have something to say. She's a smart player.
Listen
Every
in.
time we come back down here, there's a different type of penalty, okay, please? We've got to clean out. Yeah.
In that situation, she can't do anything.
I get that, but rugby's played on our feet, okay? We've got to stay on our feet.
It's a nice try by Sarah Beckett, but the referee is quite clear on what he wants. Okay, ball coming in. Trailfinders' opportunity to take the lead at the break.
More!
And they're going to try and drive this. They want to get it moving. Who else is going to throw their body in it? White is in there. Urin is in there as well. Gallagher is there at the back, just trying to decide if she needs to add further ballast. It's moving. It's still going well. Such an opportunity here for the Trailfinders. Someone's got that ball. They just need to get it over the line. Scored! Trailfinders will go in at the break after Hayley Head goes over from the driving maul. They've not done the job yet, but they're getting closer. Conversion to come before the half-time whistle.
Yeah, really great to keep their composure there, because there was, as you mentioned, a number of penalties in a row to the point they got warned, but they go up at the back of the line out, and as you spotted there, White comes in from her wing to join it. In comes Irwin as well, adding their power into that drive. For a second, I thought it was White at the back at wing who was going to go over with it. But Hayley Head comes in. She's the one to finish it off. Great teamwork. I tried to avoid mauls when I could.
Sensible woman.
Yeah.
No conversion there, and I can't really blame Gallagher because we can hardly see it going. I don't know how she's kicking that directly into the sun, but it is still the Trailfinders who lead here at the half-time whistle. They have had to graft for this big time. Half-time score here in the PWR, first game of round 17. It is Trailfinders women 17, Gloucester Hartpury 15. Both sides have had opportunities. Plenty of tries have been coming, 3 for both sides now. But the difference at the moment is the boot of Niamh Gallagher, who we spoke about at the very start of the match. Right then, Kat, we're going to talk through a few highlights of the match so far. And there's been plenty with the amount of tries that we've had as both teams just make their way down the tunnel. So let's take a look. Well, this was the first try scored by Ponsonby for the Trailfinders.
Yeah, great start from the Trailfinders. Just in the opening few minutes, came out so firing, all that team going, and then to catch it against this pack for Gloucester. Really great team try.
Really early on in the match as well, only 3 minutes in, they weren't going over for this one. You can just see how hard the pack have worked, and we've seen them held up a few times from this position as well.
Yeah, I think they made sure that Gloucester were working hard.
And this is the opportunity by Emma Singh.
Yeah, really good recycling. They got told that it had been stopped once, so instead of trying to keep going with that, they just whipped it out wide. Bianca Blackburn and the forwards linking up here to make sure it goes wide for Singh.
And we thought at this point this was going to be the moment really where Gloucester Hartpury just completely took control of the fixture. That's what they did for a long period of time, because this was the proof that it's not just the backs can do it, the forwards can as well.
Yeah, they're really smart in the way that they play, because everyone knows they've got a great pack, but actually when it slows down they're not scared to ship it. But also if it is going well, as it was in this example here, they're more than happy to keep it in and get the score.
Yeah, Kelsey Jones going over there, Wales hooker. Arguably the next one coming up, this is going to be the one that it's going to take your breath away, Mia Werner.
Well, it's going to be my firm favourite, isn't it, as a winger. But great hands from Gloucester to hold the whip there, 15 metres out. Still got 2 to beat, just pure gas to go around the outside. As you said, it's a boiling hot day. That heat coming off of that, she's just ran 70 metres to get that one. But the handling skills as well to get it there. Singh really under pressure. 2 players come in to tackle her and she manages to get it away. Great finish.
All those sprint sessions all of a sudden pay off. Slightly different try coming up next though, because this is where the Trailfinders really fight back. They've been down here so long, but eventually Leatherman finishes the job.
Yeah, they've done well because they had been held up a couple of times, especially around this area. So did well to make sure they were just making sure they got that slightly wider to finally get over for them.
Just watching that last moment there for Leatherman to get over. And then the last try is all about everyone. If you're in a green shirt, get in this maul.
Yeah, the back's running in, centre's running in, you've got the wingers running in, just everyone making sure that it keeps going forward. No risk of it being held up as well, because it's right at the back, so they can make sure that they get right the way over the line before Hilly drops it down.
Yeah, you can just see at the back there, it's Hayley Head with the ball right towards the left-hand side of your screen. Then she drops down there. And finally, they know that they're back in the mix for the fixture. And they won't have the sun in their eyes in the second half, which is something else to bear in mind. They really had to play into it. I'd say the sun is still going to be up for another, I don't know, half an hour or so?
Yeah, I imagine so. Hopefully for Gloucester kickers' perspective, it comes down that little bit lower, because it was horrible angle. Like, we couldn't see if she got it over or not, just had to completely rely on the flags whether they went up or not, because it was right in our eye line.
Well, I can tell you, I have been told that apparently Chloe Kelly is here somewhere in the director's box. So do keep an eye out when we are mixing around the crowd to see if you can see that lioness stalking around somewhere. But in the meantime, of course, across the PWR this weekend, it's the Big Pink Weekend, as the league raises awareness of breast cancer and encourages us all to get checked. So I caught up with a very special guest a little bit earlier to find out more. Well, I am joined by none other than Ireland International, Ealing Trailfinders player Shannon Ikehefo. Thank you so much for joining me.
No
it's
problem.
The Big Pink Weekend. First of all, tell us, what have you got that's pink?
Oh, so I actually have a little pink scrunchie here that was gifted to me from some friends in Hong Kong. So yeah, my pink's not usually a main character in my wardrobe, so we'll rock the pink scrunchie and that can be our pink for the weekend.
I got a pink one as well.
Perfect.
So we are matching. Now, the reason we're talking to you is because breast cancer has touched you very closely. You were diagnosed last year. Just talk us through what happened.
So I think it was about June last year, and my husband and I noticed that I had a lump in my breast, and kind of probably a little bit naughty of me, but I waited a couple of weeks and just hoping that it would go away, and it didn't go away. And so then spoke to the Ireland medical team because I was in camp at the time, and they said, yep, best thing is to kind of get it checked. And then that week had an appointment with my GP, and then moved pretty quick from there, where then was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I mean, it just happens so quickly for you, as it does often with a lot of people. Just tell us where you are now with your treatment.
So, have finished chemotherapy, had surgery a month ago, and I've just had my 3rd radiotherapy session today, actually. So, have 7 more sessions to go, and then radiotherapy will be done at least. So that would be nice.
And you are here. That is absolutely incredible. She really loves this team big time, don't
Yes.
you? Now, one of the reasons we're talking about the Big Pink Weekend is we really want people to go and get checked. So, you don't have to just be women. This is men as well. How do we all get checked?
So one of the kind of phrases that it's used is TLC, which is touch, look, check, and that's kind of touching your breasts or touching your upper area, whether it be your chest, your armpits, up to your collarbone, to see if there's any lumps, any kind of changes that aren't normally there. And then also there's just looking in the mirror as well. I'd say you need to do both touch and look, because for me, looking in the mirror, I would never have known that I had a lump. And then if there are any changes in terms of if there's puckering of the nipple, if there's any discharge, if there's a change of the shape or the size, then check with your GP on the changes, and then at least they can give you peace of mind to see what's going on.
Shannon, thank you so much for sharing all of that with us. You're an incredible woman, and we wish you all the best with everything in the
Thanks
future.
for having me.
Thank you so much. Now then, still lots more rugby to come, but of course in the last 2 weeks, had you forgotten that England, they did win that Grand Slam in Bordeaux? Let's remind ourselves of those celebrations.
You've been doing this, repeatedly for years, but what's it like when you actually get to stand up there again, Claudia, and lift that trophy?
Yeah, it's incredible. I think you can see the emotion. There's a couple of tears after the game. This tournament's been tough. We've had a fair few injuries. We've had to solve a lot of problems along the way. So to come out here, to perform as a team, to face up against France and to come away with a win is amazing, yeah.
Sarah, I was just talking to your coach, John Mitchell. He's got tears in his eyes. He understands just how difficult this tournament has been. What does it say about this squad of players that you have been able to withstand it, and for the 8th year in a row you are the Grand Slam champions?
I think firstly, well done to the youngsters coming through, and well done to the senior players who have really got them up to scratch. And that's the difference that playing for the Red Roses is. It's the heart, it's the passion, and it's the high standards we hold. We take nothing for granted, and we are always fighting for that perfect game. So this is a result of extremely hard work, a lot of detail behind the scenes, and at the end of the day, a lot of heart.
Claudia, the people came here today and went, you know what, there's genuine jeopardy here. But France are a good team. England, combinations maybe aren't settled, lots of players missing. Maybe this is the day they lose. How conscious were you all of that chatter around this game?
I think there's always jeopardy, to be honest. France have given us so many issues to solve in the past. They always turn up against us. It's always a battle, and that's what we always talk about. So we knew we had to be at our best. We probably weren't quite there today, but you know what? Nearly swore there. Well, that was close. We really turned up and we worked for those 80 minutes. And I just think it's all about that heart. So I'm super proud of everyone on that pitch.
Bordeaux's quite a nice city, isn't it, Sarah? So I would like to know what your plans are this evening to celebrate this 8th title on the spin, another Grand Slam.
I guess we'll have to try some of the wine, it'd be rude not to, so maybe a couple of drinks, but you'll have to come to the party and see.
That's very kind. I'm going to hand back to Ugo. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much.
We were getting jealous, and so we've got great company. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be Grand Slam champions?
Absolutely incredible. I think that game today really tested us. It was hard, the ball in play was really quick, but we came away with it, and I couldn't be prouder with the group.
Yeah, I think it's obviously, from experience, it's definitely a new team. A lot of new experience and stuff like that, but the way I think we came together, especially that middle patch, was kind of tough, but we came out of it pretty well.
There it is, and that's what all the hard work is about. Today was the perfect synergy of you guys up front and then Zoe at the back. So we're saying nice things about you right now, talking about how these lot up front were doing their job, and you are doing an incredible job, whether it's territory or your goal kicking. Goal kicking has become such a fixture and feature of yours. How hard have you been working at it? Because it's been absolutely ridiculous this season.
Yeah, I've been working super hard with Hollers, our kicking coach for England. I actually just turned around to Ethan then, the guy that's bringing on the team, I said, you're going to have to come down to Sarries because there's some like good luck sort of stuff going on there.
But you're brilliant. I mean, we got 2 World Cup winning fly halves. Katie, you watch the game.
She kicks better than me, though, to be fair.
But she does everything better than you.
Whoa,
we know that.
too far.
But there must be a real sense of appreciation for the game that Zoe has.
I think what she's done is, women's kicking has always been that thing, can they do it, can they not? What you've done for our game is taking it, you've always answered all the questions now. And the goal kicker's brilliant. How much of the outer hand tactical stuff did you guys work on in the week? Because that was, for me, the difference today.
I think we've been going after it, like, even in the World Cup to after the World Cup, we've now sort of tried to spread it out our back line, so it's not just one person kicking. It just makes our game harder to read, and I think that's what is troubling a lot of other teams, and I think that's what's putting us in a better position.
Can you talk to me, you two, about what it's been like getting yourself into camp and then playing such a pivotal role so early on into your international careers in 2026?
I think that the support network that is around the camp is just incredible. Having the likes of Zoe, Abby, Rosie, they're still coming into camp, they're still helping. And I think that, not even just now, but in camps before and previous, they've been so helpful in that seamless transition. The coaches have been incredible. I think that, it has been hard. It's been a new role to learn, especially off the back of the World Cup, but it's been absolutely incredible, and everyone there has made it amazing.
I think people just want to graduate their way into the team, don't they? But you come in and it's like, can you just run this line out?
Yeah.
There's been quite a lot asked of you quite quickly, hasn't there?
But honestly, I feel like, I don't know about you, Dee, but being thrown in the deep end sometimes is like a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, heading into the Wales game, I only got called in on the Wednesday the week before, and then it was like, well, here you go. But the girls were all so class about it, and luckily, I think for us to line out is like it's our thing, it's our hyper focus. So it is what we do, and it is like the girls make it so much easier because they give you that time. But we really push for that tempo, and it doesn't matter what changes, we plan for every scenario. But I think despite the weird little scenarios around that second row, we definitely smashed it, and I think we came out okay.
Have you had to sing a song yet for the Red Roses?
Yes, what? I had to sing in the 2023 one.
How does that go?
As in the...
How does the song go?
Oh, is it the We Will Rock You one?
Just give us a few bars. How does it go?
You got it. Do I?
Yeah, go on.
I don't.
You do, you do.
We will.
Yeah, that bit I got.
Right, we all know that bit. Okay, last question before I let you...
Strong man, bold man. I haven't got that bit.
Okay, fair enough. Before I let you guys go on, talk to me about tonight. How are you going to celebrate? Who's going to be leading the charge?
Meg Jones.
Yeah, I think Meg
is leading the charge.
100%. She takes us into battle on pitch, and she does the exact same after as well.
When in France.
Well, congratulations to the two of you. Enjoy tonight.
Thank
you
you
are
very
Grand
much.
Slam champions once again. Thank you. Amazing.
New era.
Oh, the wonderful celebration scenes there from Bordeaux after the England women lifted the Six Nations again, an 8th title in a row, a 5th Grand Slam in a row, and lovely stuff there from Delaney Burns, who really was thrown a curveball in that Six Nations campaign, but fair play to her. And she didn't even realise there how much Ugamoni was actually pulling her leg about singing that song. She was seriously trying to think of the lyrics there.
She really was, wasn't she? And then Maggie was on hand as usual to
of course.
steal some spotlight. Yeah.
What is Maggie like when she was on the bus when it came to a good sing song?
Oh, yeah, she likes to think she can sing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the only way a former teammate can talk about another one.
Yeah.
Right, welcome back here then to Trailfinders against Gloucester Hartpury. Round 17 of the PWR. It's been a cracker. It is so exciting. So basically, if you're just joining us, this is the narrative. This is the story. Trailfinders, if they can hold on to this scoreline, they have confirmed their final spot in the PWR semi-finals. We don't know exactly how they will shuffle out because that will depend on how the last round of matches go and all the rest of the matches in this round as well. But there will be Sale fans and there will be Harlequins fans and there'll be some Loughborough fans as well that will be willing on Gloucester Hartpury in this second half because they still want a shot at that playoff spot, Kat.
Yeah, absolutely they do. So they'll be hoping for Gloucester to bring a comeback, which they so often do, and their unbeaten run has been for a long time, so they'll be wanting to keep hold of that today.
Kelsey Jones in the middle of your screen there, Wales hooker just making away at Hannah Della Valle behind them. Of course, a lot of the Wales set-up, they'll be frustrated once again with how that Six Nations campaign went. Once again, another wooden spoon, but time to forget about it now. They're back in the PWR, as you see Kate Zachary at the front of your screen there. Has not skipped a beat after that fractured eye socket. I thought it was around 6 mini fractures. I mean, just absolutely incredible.
It looked brutal, didn't it? The bruising that just came out of her whole eye. She's a tough player.
She really is. Right then, we're going to get back underway. Gloucester Hartpury coming from behind. They have done this before as Slakey George gets us back underway. Gathered by Zachary. Straight there into Blackburn. Also Della Valle down on the floor. There was a change for Gloucester Hartpury in the first half as Trailfinders just have to eventually snag that ball head. Got a try in that first half as the sun continues to set across the Trailfinders pitch. They lost Jade Sheckles in that first half. Molly Bunker onto the field in the centres. Advantage here to the Trailfinders as nice little bit there of skill from Meg Jones. She's still going, support in her shoulder, still going through Amory, and there's still support. There's green shirts everywhere. Amory will score, and the Trailfinders, that is not just a try for Amory, that is a fourth try in the battle for them to secure a playoff spot.
Yeah, absolutely got their try bonus point over with that one, but what a start there. Meg Jones knew there was advantage, so put a kick in for herself, and Amory, Ella Amory, who I think has been really impressive throughout this game and has been really on it, tracks that inside support line. Great footwork from Jones, and then she's scanning to the last possible minute, passes it. She even looks around to tell the defence, nah, you're not going to get her with her hands position, but what a try.
Brilliant support lines as well from the Trailfinders. She had options if she was in trouble as well, didn't need them. Niamh Gallagher. That is good, and that lead is stretching. 9 points the difference now.
So in the first half they scored within the first couple of minutes, scored in under 2 minutes in the second half straight off the bat, so they've really coming out firing, and that lovely little kick and the step off of it as well. Difficult to do when you're running full pelt.
Ponsonby. Kiwi just taking every little synthetic piece of grass with her that she can find. Trailfinders just need to hold on to the steering wheel here, make sure they don't release any kind of control.
Yeah, you could read it a mile out. She was on her own coming in. You can just spot it. They needed to make sure they're getting numbers in there because both teams great at the jackal. You cannot go in isolated.
Slakey George just fishes the ball to the far side there. She actually played 12 last time out for Gloucester Hartpury when they took on Leicester. The ball goes out of play on the far side. This was the isolation.
Yeah, on her own for 2 seconds, which you can't be. You need half a second at most. So, yeah, they'll be disappointed with that.
Sarah Beckett will be delighted.
Absolutely.
Captain for Gloucester Hartpury now for the rest of the season. Ball comes in, taken cleanly in the air through Monaghan. Trying to get that ball back. It's Kelsey Jones who's just got that tucked up the jumper. Women on the floor. Warning, no penalty coming. Blackburn going on her own. Tries to pop the ball away. Bunker was there. There's Muir. You know what's coming. She can't quite get there. Great scrap round the ankle. They're screaming for it. Bethan Lewis. What a brilliant line, and what a straight punch back by Gloucester Hartpury.
Great reaction straight away to come back to win that holding on penalty, and Bianca Blackburn really looking to cause problems in there. But Beth Lewis, what a line. As you mentioned, that out to in line, so difficult to defend. Cuts against the grain of defence here. So that one just behind Maud, as she couldn't quite keep legs going forward, but they changed the direction and then out to in. Great line from Lewis.
Well, just a few moments ago, Trailfinders had a 9-point lead. Not so much anymore. Singh. She's got that one. That's the first one she's got so far this evening, and it is just a 2-point game now. And this is it. Trailfinders, they just need to keep going.
Yeah, keep at it, because I think you have to, whenever you play Gloucester, they're going to score a lot of tries, right? You're not going to be able to defend them the whole time, so you've just got to score a load more.
I think it is worth now that everyone's going to have to get out the abacus and the calculator. If Trailfinders do lose this, they've got the losing try bonus. They've scored 4 tries. If they stay within this points range, if they lose by less than 7, they will have enough to secure that playoff spot. Okay, so if they get the 2 points, that should be enough. Right then, Muir. Carson, George, Bunker. Lovely hands down the far side to Venner. Jones is tracking back, happy to leave the duties to Gallagher.
Inside.
Just managed to stem the flow of that Gloucester Hartpury attack.
Go to the top. Use.
And Marube is just waiting for a bit of support, not interested in kicking that one away. They flood that left-hand channel. Ooh, nice little show and go there through the middle by Burton. Great ground made over the top there by Gloucester. Penalty advantage. Jones. Big pass out wide. That'll be forward, so they'll come back for the penalty.
Yeah, well, they scored off the last time from a similar position here with advantage when Meg Jones got the ball in her hands, but that one just crept forward as she tried to get it out wide.
Played the ball.
That was the nice little dummy there coming in from Burton.
And that's a off-feet, hands-in penalty there, given against Gloucester.
It's a tricky one. She was quite flattened in the process.
Edge.
Ball out on the far side by Jones. Let us not forget that Meg Jones, of course, moved to Trailfinders from Leicester last season. Could her impact be that they are into the semi-finals? At the moment, the scoreline as it is, that's where they're heading. Zachary. Real stretch out there for Claire Gallagher to give the ball to Jones. Nice loop play, back to the other Gallagher. Nice shuffle of the feet. Pritchard has to regather. Comes now to Cox. Huge driven on ball. Welshwoman and Welshwoman with Della Valle also getting involved. Borland feeds Jones. Burton again. She is just the go-to carrier every time. Warning there was against Carson to make sure that she didn't go in for another nibble of that ball. There were a lot of penalties against Gloucester Hartpury, particularly towards the end of that first half, as the spinning ball goes through by Cox. This time, heavy lifting done by our Canadian, Maya Montiel. Previous Saracens player, as this ball is spun now to Jones again. She can see space in the backfield. Head is gathering. Singh can't take it cleanly. Stuck on the floor. Goes through the legs of Hayley Head.
Good, thank you, Six. Well done.
Now it's Gloucester's turn to try and get out of their 22.
Not now. Carry back.
Blackburn back to George.
Stop here, stop, one. Good now.
Gallagher, a little bit nervy watching that ball bounce, but it's okay.
In the half.
Uses that left boot.
50-22.
And that, as you heard the referee say, 50-22. What a moment.
Yeah, great moment there. She did take her time just scanning it. I think she thought she might be just short of getting there. Didn't want to risk a knock on, so let it bounce.
9.
And then lovely.
Subs.
Here we go. This is the moment. There's going to be changes coming now for Trailfinders. We've just watched that 50-22. I can see coming onto the field Isla Norman Bell, also Rosie Inman, Claire Gallagher making her way off, as is Ella Amory. Isla Norman Bell there, just going to take her position at scrum half. Taken nicely there in the air by Borland. GB7's Norman Bell just waiting there, waiting for her moment, breaks away. Almost running into their own players there. Meg Jones knows she has to straighten. They're getting themselves in a real tangle.
No four.
Norman Bell wants it. Manages to get it away to Zachary over the game line. Gallagher back inside, head. Oh, Muir does so well to get out of that position. Knew she was on the wrong side. Grace White gets it away to Jones. Oh, brushes off the first player. Takes two women to take Jones down. Lying on the wrong side there. You could just see. Tricky position from Abby Pritchard. With playing advantage. Here comes White. Almost falling back inside of themselves there. Borland, head. Ooh, big contacts going on. They will come back for the penalty. That was all getting messy. And it is Abby Pritchard who goes to the bin. And that's been coming.
Yeah, too many penalties under pressure. It's in those 22 areas, isn't it? In the first half, they did similar. Gloucester gave away a fair few amount of penalties in a row and in that 22-metre area. So this one here, Meg does really well to spin.
Gloucester 2 and 9.
Goes to ground.
And there are more changes going on at the moment. It's the turn of Gloucester Hartpury just to mix things up a bit. Bianca Blackburn making way, as does Kelsey Jones onto the field. Sian Jones also coming on. Neith Jones. That's a lot of Jones out there.
There is a lot of Jones, isn't there? If in doubt, if you don't know who's got the ball,
we'll just say Jones. Got it. Ponsonby. Oh, just lost forward by head there at the front. Referee happy it's gone backwards. Contact in the air as it goes out of play on the near side.
Got the arm, not the ball. You can have the line out if you want it. You can have a line out if you want it. Okay. Line out called.
And they do go for the line out, Trailfinders.
Sarah,
remember, they're playing with the extra.
Pressure with too many penalties, okay, please. We need to keep changing. We can't keep going down that route. Go for the ball, not the arm.
There we go, another warning from the referee.
Gloucester
not to give them away.
Down to 14 women. Another warning against them. Ponsonby gets the ball, goes long. That's a risky line-out. Brilliantly taken by Wassell. That's his confidence. Norman Bell, not tempted. Still Ponsonby. It is really crabbing. There's the warning. They're going to have to get this out. Norman Bell gives it to Jones. Cuts back inside. Determination. Final pass. Can she get away to Uren? Try given. They extend their lead with the visitors down. But for how long?
Yeah, really good score from them, putting the pressure right on. They did have the player overlap in the backs. So moving it out from that line out, especially when it was started to just slow down here. Maybe thought they could get it re-driving, but actually they've just spun slightly off to the left of it. So decided actually going to get it moving. And then Meg Jones with that incredible offload. Owen does so well to hold that. That was difficult.
It was Uren who went over. Rosie Inman now and kicking duties and taking it with aplomb. And once again, it's a 9-point game.
Yeah, really building on that score. Their confidence has got to be high now as well, because when their execution, when they're getting into the 22 now, really, really strong in the first half. Got held up a couple of times, but they've learned from that. They know they need to move it that little bit wider, and great score for them. And there's Jones on the move again, and there's just that offload, isn't it? And that's a good finish though still from Owen, because that's difficult. She's got players right underneath her who could hold her up.
Emma Uren, she's a two-time Olympian with GB, and just showing she has got those skills of getting through very tight spaces when required. Norman Bell managed to get the ball away. Also onto the field now, you can see Canada's Emma Taylor. Okay,
Time's off, please.
are the champions in trouble here? The audio player down, let's listen in.
And the 13
Yep.
grappling on the floor. 13's then pulled from his hair
Okay.
on the floor and it caused her to whip back.
Okay. So we've got a hair pull by
And there's no reaction after that from 7.
13. So it's going to be a yellow card against 13. Okay, number 13, captain, please. Sarah. Come with me, Kate, as well. We've got 2 players grappling on the floor, okay, which is unacceptable for both of you. We've then been told clear hair pull. He's pulled it back, so it's going to be a yellow card. Kate, just make sure there's nothing else like that, okay, please. Just wait, mate.
What a moment in this fixture. Yes, okay, the Trailfinders, they are playing for their places in the semi-final, but don't forget that Trailfinders, they could be the first team to beat Gloucester Hartpury this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a big go for them now. They've got to go for this. They absolutely have to keep the ball. Gloucester down to 13 players.
Ball comes away. What an opportunity the next 8 minutes could be for the home side. They've got 2 extra players on the pitch. Norman Bell, they're going to have to play at speed here. They're going to run them ragged. Burton, she hacks through. Foot chases on. Cox is there. She is chasing hard. Oh, the bounce of the ball takes it out. Oh, they are going to keep the foot on the gas.
Yeah, they really did. Because they know that actually Gloucester will probably end up kicking back to them. Maybe I'm old school. I like to keep it in hand. If you've got 2 players up, I wouldn't risk giving possession away with a kick. But to be fair from Burton, that's a beautiful one with the chase coming as well on it.
Neve Jones. This is all going to be about time wasting. Monaghan has it, gets it away. Beckett, they have to just keep securing the ball.
Tackle!
She's got her knees down, done so well there, the Gloucester skip. Back away, George.
15's on.
What a kick clearance from Flaky George with green shirts all around her.
Yeah, she was under a lot of pressure there, so to get it away, she'll be happy with.
That's them. There we are.
It's gone a bit quiet around the sports ground at the moment. I think everyone just knows how tense this period is right now. Scoreline difference is 9 points. But remember, at the moment, Gloucester have 13 women out there to the Trailfinders 15. Still being driven on. Ponsonby joined the Trailfinders after the World Cup last year. She's got 40 caps for her country. She's also been off playing in Pack 4. She's come back for more.
It's now broken away. It's a tackle. Tackle release. 1-on-1 tackle.
She's
Good
down.
work.
Jones. Oh, not clear, but backwards. Gallagher gets away with that one, the Canadian.
No fall. Thank you.
Norman Bell. Oh.
Knock on.
I think
clearly going for the ball.
I was going to say, some people will look at that and they will go, that's a forced knock-on, but I think Sarah Beckett, she was going for the ball.
Yeah, I think we'll have another look. Said that 2 hands have gone to it and it wasn't down, but in the position it's in there, maybe we'd look.
No,
She was looking at the ball.
Rejoined. So it was a tackle when the knee hit the floor.
A lot of breathing, isn't there?
Yes, there is some heavy breathing in there. But I think Trailfinders left it in that maul just a tiny bit too long. I think the numbers were on out wide, but then they went to ground, and when they tried to then do it, they were a bit too flat, which is why they got under a lot of pressure.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady! Stay square here, square.
Ball comes away. They're going to flood down this right-hand side. Oh, the pass can't get away by Norman Bell.
Didn't lift the ball. Just
Still got it. Montiel. Oh, they want this, Trailfinders. They want it so badly. Norman Bell just falling over her own feet there. Uren tries scoring the second half. There's the big Jones special out wide. Cutting back inside comes White. Look at Maudrey just holding on to those shoelaces there. You shall not pass. Borland. You just see them waiting for it. They're desperately trying to jackal that ball at the moment, Gloucester Hartpury. They know their player's down. Gallagher, so many green shirts here. Nice tip over the top. Who's going to get the bounce? Oh, it's head. 2 metres left to go. Back inside, Burton. Still Burton. Norman Bell cuts back. Uren, head, last pass. Can they get it back to Cox? Score! Trailfinders are extending their lead. They've now got 6 tries, and Gloucester Hartpury have still got to survive another 2 minutes with 13 on the field.
And boy, they had to work for that. Gloucester, 2 players down. Their defence was incredible. Fair play to them. They were really putting pressure on, but this kick over the top. Nice bounce for head. Managed to keep the ball. Gloucester, as you said, just getting a few paws into that ball, but not quite enough to get a turnover. Desperate defence, but Ealing just bringing too much. That attack left to right. Don't know where they're going. So difficult to defend.
Referee just having a bit of a cough there. Just to say that Karis Cox and Grace White, they have actually switched numbers, so some of our graphics are just following what we were told before we kicked off. So it was Cox that scored over that one. Ball comes in by Inman. And Inman slots that one. And look at that scoreline now. 38-22. And there's still 2 women in the bin.
You know what though? I wouldn't write Gloucester off just yet, because they just don't know how to lose. You know, they are pure winners. They come back. Now that said, I think Trailfinders have really found their feet now, but let's not stress about Gloucester just yet. They might have something up their sleeves.
Ball is taken there by Ponsonby. So the date you are looking for is the 30th of November 2024. Gloucester 14, Bristol 19. The last time that Gloucester Hartpury lost a match in the PWR. They have got, just doing my maths, 19 minutes to try and change the statistic to hold on to this unbeaten run. At the moment, Trailfinders are playing a blinder. Breakaway now by Bunker. There's the ball. Pass comes away this time through Jones. Sian Jones out to the far side wing. They're battling back. It's gone out of play, but Trailfinders still playing with the extra player. We can see Pritchard is desperate to come back on. She's given the green light. She does come back. So we're now at Gloucester Hartpury with 14 women on the field, just as Venner was taken out of play.
Yeah, great covered defence there. That 7 style of tackling, wasn't it? To get the foot out, make sure she goes into touch.
Okay, so there we go. Pritchard onto the field, resuming duties on that left wing.
I think it's 2 minutes 30.
So Kate Zachary's going in to get the timings of the sin bin. I mean, that is some captaincy if she's calculating what she can do for 2.5 minutes now with 14 on the field rather than 13. I love it.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like her as a captain. I think she's calm, composed, not lost her head at all, just asking the right questions.
At what point will Gloucester Hartpury fans start panicking? Because, as you say, no one will have written them off just yet.
I reckon around 65-minute mark. Around 65 becomes then, okay, this is a lot to chase now. Just under 20 minutes this time.
Okay, all right then. Okay, Hayley Head is making her way off the field. Picked up a bit of a knock there. Coming on, Sally Williams. Haid does look quite upset as she comes off the field. As Trailfinders calmly step up and get ready for this lineup.
Time back on.
What a steal. Great stuff there by Gloucester Hartpury. Oh, the bouncing ball almost into Jones's breadbasket there, but it's still a Gloucester Hartpury ball. Pritchard, fresh from the bin. She's had a 10-minute break.
No, 23. Need a bigger release.
Gloucester Hartpury still playing with 14 as the ball gets spun down the line. Brock getting involved there. George gets away. Oh, there's almost daylight there for Carson. She's built up a head of steam, makes a brilliant 10 metres. Back and away, calm heads here by the reigning champs. Space on the outside. Can they finish the job through? Lewis still going. What a score. Nearly every player on the field touched that. They needed the try. They got it.
And all with 14 players as well. So to come back and to do that exactly when they needed it. And this is why we're saying don't write them off just yet. Because when they are behind, when their backs are up against it, they can deliver. And this, as you said, nearly every single person touched it. Look how many numbers they get to break down, and quickly as well, to make sure they keep the ball. Some lovely lines of running, and then it's the offloading off of this as well, moving it wide into space, and then that cut back line from Lewis as well, make sure she goes over.
2 tries now for Beth and Lewis, who finished the Six Nations captaining Wales. Injury to Kate Williams. Emma Singh there just slipped as she took that one.
Okay, second yellow
Not
card,
been her
come
night
back
with the
on.
boot.
No, normally someone that can slot them over from anywhere, but that one she clearly slips on that. But you know, when it is such a tightly fought game and they're wanting to come back, they need to get all the extras that they can. Carson causing all sorts of trouble there with her line break.
Just hold that, sorry. Good to go when you're ready.
Restart then, as Gloucester Hartpury gather the ball through George. And I think Gloucester Hartpury are now back up to a full complement of women. Just checking, yep. Right, they're back at 15 and they're creeping their way back up the scoreboard. .11 lead. Got a feeling this one's going to go down to the wire. Lovely take, really nice stuff. What a penalty! What a penalty!
Yeah, you could hear them. They were shouting. I think they thought that they'd got their hands on it, and they did.
Oh, Flaky George's missed touch. Play on. Back down the line. George has to turn. Is it going to go out? Oh! What a mistake out of Maker.
Oh, yeah, double whammy there to miss the touch in the first place. And then come all the way back there and not be able to handle it. Oh, she won't want to look that one back.
Tricky, just be careful.
Well, a warning there went to Flaky George from the referee. Resumed her position now in the back line. Okay, Trailfinders with the line out inside of the Gloucester Hartpury half, but I have to say a couple of times Gloucester Hartpury's line out has just functioned so superbly. They've been stealing at just the right moments. Oh, bunker there. Really upright as she went into those tackles. Well caught.
That's your player on the ball.
Emerson just comes in to shore things up a little bit there. Sian Jones down towards this near side of the field. And Trailfinders will get another line up, but they're going to have to get this line out to function.
Yeah, 2 steals in a row. Gloucester have managed to get in and compete in the right areas, so Ealing definitely don't want to waste possession by giving it away in these lineouts, so they'll be having words.
Leatherman with a secret whisper into the ear there. Onto the field now is Chris Blanco. Oh, long towards the back. Gallagher finds Zachary. No look pass to Jones. Out wide, cleanly taken by Inman. It's almost like listening to galloping horses at the moment as they make their way down the course.
Tackle!
Get ready for the next jump.
That's your own player on top of the ball.
Back away. Fresh legs of Blanco driving on the ball. Zachary. Think about how much time she hasn't been able to play rugby. Lots of talk, though, she has been able to train. Warning against Gloucester Hartpury and sensible, calm heads required here by the Trailfinders. We want to wind down that clock.
Yeah, don't need to rush anything. They've got that comfortable lead.
Shot called.
Really sensible game management.
Yeah, absolutely. Build on the score. You've already got the bonus point for 4 tries. No need to force it. They just want to keep the lead now. Build on a score. Play that clock down.
She's got a minute to take it, and she will take her time. That's it. You just adjust your socks there, Rosie Inman. She's got it. Look at that scoreline. The difference is 14. At what point do they actually press the panic button? Is there a big red button for Gloucester Hartpury? Do they have to dust it down? Is it in a box somewhere? Someone's put in a shelf? I don't know.
I don't think they've ever had to use it, have they? Not a panic button. They know how to come back, but at the minute it's looking pretty ominous for them.
More changes there. You can see Novi Dowd onto the field there for Gloucester Hartpury, making sure they've got fresh legs out there.
Good work.
They've got to get 2 converted tries. At the moment, the Trailfinders, they are into the semi-finals
Hold in front.
of the PWR 25-26 season. What a comeback it would be, though, if Gloucester Hartpury can do it. We are here for the ride. Spinning across the line there. Nicely worked by Sian Jones, but they're going backwards. There's a lot of chat going on there on the field. I can tell you it's not the referee that's talking. OK, George back through the middle of the field. Tua Pilotu also on, fresh from her announcement that she'll be joining Harlequins next season. No doubt in the hopes of getting more starting game time. Back we come now through the hands of Inman. Her calm boot is doing wonders at the moment for the home side. Lovely hands coming through there through Tough Nail. Uren already taken her try well this evening. Now Williams. Still going, Williams.
The ball's right there, play it.
Polite way of saying get on with it, Norman Bell. Inman. Burton. Oh, running straight into the purple shirts. Happy to oblige. Touch through there by Gallagher. Chasing back. Nice touch on it there to George.
Tackle!
Cox is trying to hold up there. Her Welsh teammate. Referee not having any of it. To Pilotu.
Not now! Your feet, good work.
Slow ball coming here for Gloucester Hartpury. George needs to get it away. Dalla Valle. Here comes Pritchard. Oh, does so well to stay in play. Jones to Jones. O'Dowd. Emma Singh trying to break through. Huge tackle coming in there by Borland. Pushing Gloucester Hartpury further back, making them work in this attack so hard, Cat Merchant. I mean, this is just breathtaking stuff. We can see players littered across the pitch.
Yeah, it's amazing defence, forcing them to play, because Gloucester don't want to kick it particularly. They want to make those line breaks, so they're really stretching it right the way round. And there you go, they're playing it to get the penalty, which they've now got.
8 minutes to go. 14 points the difference. Pride at stake for the reigning champions.
Let's go. By the time we kick, she'll.
The boot of Flaky George has been important for Gloucester Hartpury for so long. She wasn't going to miss that one.
No, definitely not. Not after the last one. She wanted to make sure absolutely safe and deep into touch.
And number 1.
More changes for both sides. On for the Trailfinders, Annabelle Meta. She, of course, was called into the England camp during that Six Nations campaign. Ellie Green also on now as Flaky George comes off the field. Meta converted from back rower into the front row. I have to say, there are a lot of back rowers out there in England right now. More opportunity if she can work in that front row position to get her opportunity. Here we go. The circus. Are they going to come to town? Are they going to deliver the grandstand finish? It would be some performance if they did. Ball popped away. O'Dowd. Look at that, the determination there by Steph Else. Jones pushed out towards the far side. Lewis again. She's been incredible in this fixture. It's kept giving to her side.
Tackle!
Spun ball. Monaghan. Such slow ball. Dalla Valle. You just need to find that little break, that little spark at the moment. O'Dowd again. They're almost stuck in sort of like a 5-metre circumference that they just need to break out of. Spun ball, Singh. She's on her own there. She's done so well to get out of those tackles. Eventually puts it down. That was off a leg, so no problem there about it going forwards. Distribution through the hands. Neve Jones.
Offside.
Calm heads from Gloucester Hartpury. Look at that clock. 5 minutes to go. They need 2 converted tries at least.
Yeah, they were saying slow down, don't tap it. They want to go for the corner. They know how good their driven line out is.
Don't know if you've got seatbelts if you're sat on a sofa. Go and find them. See if they're tucked down in the pocket somewhere.
Just find out who's captain, please, Jenny.
Okay. Sarah Beckett going off the field. Completely fresh legs now on for Gloucester Hartpury. Neve Jones, this is an incredibly significant throw. Tight towards the front. Monaghan takes it. Big maul coming now.
Same maul.
The purple shirts are flooding. That's moving so well. It's still going. It's a try. And that is one of the most important tries that possibly Gloucester Hartpury have scored this season. Emma Singh needs the tee. She needs to convert this.
She does. She's got to convert it. And you can see how quick Gloucester are running back because they know they need to go again. But great score right from that penalty because they knew exactly what they were going to do. Calm and composed.
Huge kick.
Clock is correct. Just under 3 to go.
Not to be. Emma Singh is going to be so frustrated at the end of this.
I've never seen her miss as many, and I really, really do rate Singh on her boot, but sometimes you have an off game, and she's had a great game on the pitch, but just towards off the tee today has not been her speciality and her normal self. But great try here from Jones to go over.
The longest of long walks is currently being taken by the Trailfinders to restart this game. I mean, 9 points. Gloucester Hartpury, what do you reckon? 3.5 minutes? 3?
I think, yeah, that's a big ask, isn't it? I think that conversion needed to go over to keep their hopes alive.
Okay, Sian Jones kicks it down the field. And you're going to have to watch some pretty smart play here from the Trailfinders. They don't need to do anything silly. Meg Jones was lining up the 50-22. Emma Singh has read it really well. Big handoff. Wonderful stuff. Great pass through the middle. They need to shift this and fast. Pritchard. Trailfinders need to defend for everything. Was that playing the ball on the floor? No, off the feet by the Trailfinders.
I think that could have gone either way, because I think Gloucester looked like they might have been playing that on the floor there. So slightly, possibly slightly unlucky.
Ellie Green slams this down the left, and that is a lovely kick by Green.
Yeah, really nice kick. It's not the biggest of angles to get that amount of distance, but she got it.
Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Gloucester Hartpury need to shift some here. If they get another try now, oh my goodness. Oh, that's gone over the top. Blanco is chasing. This is the Trailfinders' chance to finally strangle out this match.
Not now. Good.
Norman Bell, they need sensible rugby here. Keep it tight, up the jumper, play through the phases. Gloucester Hartpury need the ball back and fast. The clock is against them. Meta.
You've pinned her straight in there.
This is really sensible rugby. Burton drives on. Oh, it's been knocked on by the Trailfinders. I mean, this will be the slowest scrum of your life. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Oh, they were doing the sensible rugby. They were just keeping the ball. So often teams just kick it away. But I think with this Gloucester team, you don't want to kick to them at all. So they were doing the right thing, but just knock it on there.
I think we might be safe to say there isn't time for Gloucester Hartpury to come back.
I think there now is. Without that conversion, just keeps it that 9 points.
There will be some hugely frustrated Harlequins fans out there, Sale fans out there, Loughborough Lightning fans out there. But in a few moments' time, there's going to be some delighted Trailfinders fans. It's a penalty advantage to Gloucester, but they don't want to slow this down. They're going to keep playing to the end, but there's just not going to be enough time. They have not been beaten in the league since 2024. Bristol were the last team to do it. What a moment. The clock is gone. We're in the red. The next time the ball goes dead or down, there's a breakaway. They're still fighting here for this. You've got to give credit to the champions. They will go down fighting.
That's enough.
Monaghan. Still Monaghan.
Short. No, Saint. No.
Not there.
Use the line.
Tuipulotu is there, waiting to drive round the corner. Short. Is it over? No. Pick and go round the corner. Still not to be. Huge defensive set. Crossfield kick will come in. Pritchard is there, catches the ball. Does she finish? Yes.
Pritchard places the ball on the line. That's a try.
Pritchard scores, but there's not enough time after the conversion. That is it. The Trailfinders will have their win, but they have to wait for that final whistle.
Yeah, they will, and you can see it in their faces, but they worked so hard for that, and that comeback, absolutely incredible. Great finish from Pritchard as well. The cover tackle was good, came across to a nicely weighted crossfield. Takes it in her stride. Cover tackle, as I said, good, but then just that ability, you're allowed to place the ball, and she does so over the line.
just goes on their white, doesn't it?
The sports ground is about to go bananas.
Yep.
Emerson gets that one, but the Trailfinders win. They get their semi-final spot and they beat the reigning champions for the first time this season. The Circus will not have an unbeaten run all the way through to the semi-finals. It means everything to the women in green. Final score here at the sports ground. Trailfinders 41, Gloucester Hartpury 39.
I don't know about you, I'm knackered. Just calling it. That game had everything. There was a lot of fight back from Gloucester. Ealing came out absolutely firing the beginning of the first half, beginning of the second half as well. There was big hits, there was turnovers, there was yellow cards. That game literally had everything. It was an amazing one to watch.
Okay, well, as Gloucester Hartpury just have their moment there, we need to give a player of the match, Kat Merchant. I mean, I'm sure you didn't know which way that was going to go towards the end, but who is your PWR player of the match?
Meg Jones. There you go. Didn't need a build-up to it. She was part of everything that Ealing was doing. The chip over being my favourite part of it, but the link play, the defence, she started off straight away with that turnover as well with the jackal. I mean, lots of other players there put in great performances. Ella Amory at 9 I thought was brilliant. I thought Heidi Head did a lot of work at 6 as well as Abby Burson at 8, but yeah, Meg Jones for me.
She's somewhere in that big pile of people celebrating, we promise you, but they just can't find her at the moment. But congratulations, Meg Jones. Do keep across all of the socials to hear her speak just a little bit later. But wonderful stuff there. And you can see there the injured players as well. Lisa Thompson involved in there as well. So many of them have come to support today. And Meg Jones, you said at the end of that you were knackered. Meg Jones said she was shattered after the end of the Six Nations. For her to come back for her club and then to do that all over again, I mean, she's got to go now at least to a semi-final.
I know, and she played every minute, didn't she, for England, and she's playing every minute out there as well. But she just doesn't. She puts body on the line, but she's just so fit. It doesn't matter to her. She will put everything on the line for everyone. And a nice moment there between Meg and Maud, just giving each other a hug.
And of course, these two sides, they could potentially meet in the semi-finals. So we're going to have to wait and see how all of this flushes it out, because we've still got another round of games still to go. Saracens, they could, with it, if it goes their way, they could still pit right to the top. So watch this space. Right then, let's run through some highlights of what has been this incredible fixture. Gloucester Hartpury finally beaten this season. It's taken till round 17 for someone to actually catch them. This is how the Trailfinders did it. Okay, so we're into the second half, and this is Meg Jones setting up Amory.
Yeah, this one was brilliant. She knew they had the advantage. A lovely weighted chip kick over the top, and then the pass to Amory, who also had a great play. She played brilliantly as well. And there we go, in slow-mo as well. Definitely one for the highlights reel for Meg.
Yeah, definitely. And you can just see her flapping her arms as she just sort of sends in Amory to land there.
Yeah, genuinely it was don't bother chasing, she's got it.
Well, this was as much as they thought they had a bit of a lead there, the Trailfinders, they certainly didn't have it all their way in the second half. Here comes none other than Beth Ann Lewis, the Wales captain.
Yeah, she had a great game. I think if Gloucester had been the ones to end up winning it, she was going to be my player. I think she really stepped up when it counted, got those tries on the scoreboard. A nice pick from Bianca Blackburn, good offloads, just keeping them short of the line.
It's a great line this from Lewis, isn't it?
Oh, really? Yeah, because it comes back to the blind sides and that hard line in to score.
You know when the cameraman's swinging around like that, it's a good line.
Yes, that's
great
true.
Line,
yeah.
Great line.
And
another good support here, bit of a dance and a phone box from Uren.
Yeah, good work again, because they knew they weren't going to be able to just shove it over with that driven ball, so they decided to move it out.
none other to Lady of the Hour, Meg Jones, who gets that beautiful offload and Owen to get the score over.
Okay, so there we go. More fighting back. And remember, this is a point in the match where there's a couple of yellow cards also, as we just see it go out to Cox, who just touches down in the corner. So in their second half, it was Gloucester Hartpury who reduced to 13. And that's really where a lot of the damage was done by the Trailfinders. This is another one, though, for Beth Ann Lewis.
Yeah, just gets on the end, a nice line. Again, that out to in line cuts against the defence, so difficult. If she kept out wide, I think there was cover. She might have got caught, maybe even would have gone into touch. So the fact she steps back inside, really smart play.
Okay, and this is the point you think maybe they've got a chance, as Neve Jones just does what any great hooker does and just stays really tight and small and gets it done.
Yeah, right from the decision from that penalty where they will slow it down, go for the line out. We know exactly how to finish this off. They were on it.
This was just all a little bit too late. Lovely crossfield kick there by Ellie Green for Pritchard to just finish.
Yeah, she does well to get it just on the line because you're allowed to present. She obviously wouldn't want to risk getting held up, but worth going for it there. Gets her body as well, uses her core strength to present out forward to score.
And the frustration, you have to say, I think Emma Singh is not going to want to watch this match. There's no two ways about it. She will be so frustrated with the missed kicks.
Oh, normally she'd nail 90% of those, so she will be upset by that, yeah.
Right, let's take a look at the PWR table, because there's a lot that has been decided off the back of this. There's going to be lots of shuffling around, lots of changes, but look at that. Trailfinders 46 points. They cannot be caught because Sale and Harlequins only have one match to play each. They've got one round each. Harlequins will be playing tomorrow against Leicester. Sale, they're on their bye week at the moment. And of course Saracens just waiting to see maybe they could finish at the top there. So there you go. All over Friday Night Lights. Trailfinders get their win over Gloucester Hartpury, 41 points to 39. Saturday, Bristol Bears against Exeter Chiefs. Remember, the Chiefs, they're still playing. They want to move up that table. Who do they want to play? We're going to have to wait and see. Harlequins against Leicester Tigers. Have to say now, sadly, it's a bit of a dead rubber. There's no two ways about it. And Loughborough Lightning against Saracens. Again, can they cause an upset? And big news coming out of Loughborough Lightning. So much movement from them of players leaving. The headline probably from that one is the loss of Helen Nelson. Huge player for them.
Yeah, a huge loss for them, and we don't know where she's going yet, I believe, unless I've missed an announcement in the last hour or so. But yeah, a loss there, and there's been player movement across the board, but it's exciting. It's exciting. Players get so much choice now.
Yeah, certainly. So that's how round 17 will work its way out. Right then, still to come. What is on the horizon? So, on the BBC iPlayer next weekend, that's Sunday the 7th of June, you'll get to watch Exeter Chiefs against Sale Sharks. Haven't had a chance to talk too much about the Sharks tonight, Kat, but we've been talking about the Director of Rugby awards. It's Alex Osterbury, Tom Hudson of Sale, Barney Madison and Dan Murphy. Special mention there, because we're talking about a Sale match there that you can see on your screen. Tom Hudson nominated.
Yeah, and Sale have really done well in the second half of the season. I think they're showing what they can do in Northern Rugby, and they're attracting, obviously, players to go and play for them. I think they'll have a big season next season.
Semi-finals, 14th of June, and then Sunday the 28th of June. The Twickenham Stoop, the PWR final of 2026, kicks off at 3 p.m. Right, what an evening it has been. Gloucester Hartpury, the defending champions, they will not go through this season unbeaten. The Trailfinders, they will have their day. That is it from us here at the Sports Ground. What a round 17 opener. Of course, there is more to come across the weekend, but a very good evening to you all, and thanks so much for your company.
I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this.